One of you. One of you. Jamie, can you please set up for us quickly the two headsets? We're all together.
We too? Are you sure?
I'm the reserve.
Okay.
You don't like me?
I have no problem, but he's younger.
Yes, yes.
This is for the delegate. For the delegate.
Get the call out, Carlos.
Delegate. Yes, the referee did not come.
Right there. Sweet. Don't know who's on bench. I don't know who's doing bench. So either. Not a fan? Okay. Do you want a headset? Oh, good, thanks.
There we go. No levels on the thing yet. Happy days.
Official cameraman now. I remember you did this in New Zealand too. Qualified.
Okay.
James, where are your mates? They're supposed to take it. Eric, where'd Vince go? Isn't he meant to?
Good morning and welcome to day 2 of the 2025 Australian Handball Championships. My name is Lockie France, bringing you a women's round robin match between New South Wales and Queensland, 2 of the title favourites. Both teams came away with a pair of wins yesterday, already qualified for at least a medal game. The winner all but certain of reaching the gold medal game. Just one member of the bench crew short by the looks of things, so might be just a minute before we actually get underway. We do have Victoria and Western Australia over on the other court. About to get underway as well. Underway, day 2. The old rivalry, the Tweed throwdown between New South Wales and Queensland. That's right. If you haven't noticed already, I'm a massive geography nerd, and I'm not going to use rugby league references to describe this game. New South Wales.
Hit the Wi-Fi button.
Apologies there for some connectivity issues. Yeah, it's what you're working with where you don't have in-venue Ethernet connection. But hopefully we're back after trying 3 different devices. See if we can hopefully get things working as we want. Okay, now hopefully we are finally back. See if we can keep this going. 4-1 the scoreline. And snaked by Jess Fowler. Straight into the top right corner. New South Wales out to a 5-1 lead. They'll be happy with the 5. They'll be even happier with just conceding 1 after 10 minutes of action. And irony of ironies, now there's a timeout right when we get the stream working again. Thank you for your patience in all of this. I think everyone in the building is trying everything they have to keep connected. Meanwhile, over on the other court, it is 6-5. The Western Australian side leading Victoria. Those teams probably not in the mix for a gold medal match berth, but definitely still in the mix for a shot at the bronze, the winner of that game. We got all right, back underway. Queensland looking to make something out of this timeout. And just off target there by Franco Idol. Foul. That'll just be a foul. Good defense there by the Queensland side. Longhole puts it on the floor and then tries to create something for Mina Masanovic on the wing. Of course, Masanovic unable to play yesterday because she's just started an internship at Deloitte. So that is a flex. And I think a pretty good reason. As we do see in amateur sport, sometimes gainful employment does get in the way a bit. And 7-meter penalty coming. We just got a 100% message throughout our internet, so I'm running off mine. There's Diana Zetch. Puts it home. Good physical defense, but New South Wales keep it going. And it will be 2 minutes for Abby Mills. Not happy with the situation. As Haight gets into close range and fires past Jemima Harbert. In goal there for Queensland. Chloe Wan just keeping Lynn Soberg completely out of the play. It's definitely a Definitely a tactic here. We'll see how often that transpires, but already to have played down Queensland. And oh, Elizabeth Gillespie off the crossbar and then picked up. Goal. Sao Hong Long, number 21 for New South Wales with the goal. Abby Mills wasn't impressed with the call, but she's impressed with the scoreboard and the 2 minutes up there, which is very nice to have, rather than just having the piece of paper with the time scribbled on it for the 2-minute suspensions. So Zedge with another chance at a 7 metre, and this time puts it wide. Saved by Harbert. Gillespie putting a move on Haight for being stopped by the second line. And that is very nice work there into the line, and Tuva Solhaug makes absolutely zero mistake. And New South Wales respond to Alexandra Haight. And, well, just too good from Franco Riedel. Got Fowler on an island. And no foul there. Queensland look to cut into the deficit. And Solhaug puts it off the bar. And I think it's going to be time for a New South Wales timeout. Indeed it is. Coach Eric Lack not too impressed with how things have gone since Queensland called that timeout of their own, and particularly since that 2-minute suspension expired. Scores back to 8-4. When you're up 5-1, give away 3 quick goals in succession, or in quick time anyway. Really going to frustrate the coach. Nothing to panic about yet for New South Wales, although a couple of those goals, the way that the Queensland players just stepped straight past the New South Wales defenders, will not sit well with either the players or the coaches. Of course, for our friends up in Queensland, bright and early start. It's only just gone 8 a.m. up there, north of the Tweed. Thank you for joining us early on your Saturday morning. Home puts it just wide. It's almost like she rushed herself into that shot rather than being rushed by the defense. Oh, it's tipped by the Queensland defense. Bit of a waste of a possession there for the team in sky blue. Another 7-meter penalty. This is, well, it's been their primary mode of scoring, Queensland, to this point. There's Shoko Tanakawa into the game. Straight past Shearman. And a 7-meter coming the other way. Drag her straight through. And saved. Harbert. And it's going to run out of play. And both teams guilty of just a little, maybe the early start. I'm getting to players a bit, especially after 2 games yesterday. And saved again. Probably not the angle that Trudy One would have wanted. It's only going to come the other way with pace. Shearman makes the save. Stays in play. And just too easy there. Line player wide open. Uvasoho. Couldn't have missed if she tried on that occasion. And another save. Harbert coming up huge for Queensland. And that's just too good from Queensland on that occasion. Franco Riedel. A little position swap there with Tanakawa and open up the space for her to fire home. Another opportunity missed for the home side. After a 5-1 start, it's now 8-7. And turnover, great, reel in, long hole, fires home. Great work. Riedel noticed that Shearman was hedging near post and put it far. Very close to travelling there. All right, into the final 8.5 minutes of the first half. This game absolutely on a knife edge. Saved again, Harbert. One of the best we've got. She's demonstrating that today. And lob off the bar and Drager and Zach real coming together. Play on. That will be 2 minutes though. For Chloe 1. And wide open on the wing. Can't get it to go. Took advantage of the extra player opportunity, but the shot off target. And New South Wales playing with the extra attacker. Queensland belatedly take advantage of the opportunity just before Shearman can get back, and we've got a 9-all ball game. Drager puts it home. Much needed goal for New South Wales. And Queensland straight into the side of the goal and away, and the ball is miles away. So we'll have a brief stoppage. Over there in jersey 25. On the opposite side of the court in the right wing, Queensland. That's Aurora Albrechtson. Right. South Wales looking to restore a multiple goal advantage in the last few seconds of this 2-minute suspension. Alex Haight, Schmidt, Longholm out there on the wing. Bit scrappy. One bounces it into the floor, but over the bar. Katarina Berglund into the game over there on the right wing for the Queenslanders. As Gillespie, Elizabeth Gillespie, ties the game, 10 goals apiece. And I'm not sure that pass is entirely necessary. Another save by Harbert. She is absolutely having a morning out so far. As that one's into the line, but away. And just collected on the shot. Was one and will be 7 meters and 2 minutes. Elizabeth Gillespie. Harbert saves. Haight with another opportunity. Buries it at the second attempt. Riedel just attacking there, but so Wales doing a good job of breaking things up here. That's off the post. Kaya Efterdal. And no foul. Just lost the handle on the way in. As, oh, the idea was right. The player was cutting through the gap. But straight through everyone. And the lob shot sails home. Queensland with 10 seconds to work with. And New South Wales might just run it out. Nicole fires from just over half court, but after a seesawing first half of handball, started on a 5-1 New South Wales run. Queensland brought it back. It was tied at one point, but New South Wales with the last couple of goals of the half, and they'll take a 12-10 advantage into the break. You can see on the scoreboard clock, there's about 9 minutes and 40 seconds until the teams return to the court. So we're going to catch a quick break and be back in about 8 minutes' time with all the second half action. Welcome back for the second half of this highly entertaining Australian Handball Championships women's match between New South Wales and Queensland, the traditional rivals. It's the home side, New South Wales, leading by a score of 12-10. Lovely to have your company on this Saturday morning. Please do stick around all day because we have plenty of games going the rest of the day. We've got Victoria and WA on the other court right now. WA leading that one 16-12 at halftime. Well, 10:30 a.m. we've got the men's qualifiers to reach the semi-finals. Queensland versus Victoria on this court, and WA versus the New Zealand Barbarians. And then at midday, New South Wales versus ACT women, and WA versus Queensland women, before moving into the men's semi-final, the final game of the women's round robin between ACT and Victoria, and then finally the men's playoff for 5th place to round out the day before the social event tonight, which I know everyone is looking forward to. All right, Queensland with first possession of the second half as they look to immediately halve the deficit. First shot is over the bar, and Sherman might find. Saved by Harbert. The shot by Sao Hong Long, telegraphed by the Queensland goalkeeper. Sherman this time makes the save. And then the lob is over the bar. Oh. Just had the keeper dead to rights there, did Kaya Efterdal. Chose the lob and it didn't pay off. And that was identified very quickly. And this time, Efterdal makes absolutely no mistake. We're back to an 11-12 game. Spalla looks to take off quickly. Should be fouled. And stepped inside the area before shooting. And 7-meter penalty coming for Queensland. Chance to tie the game. Franco Riedel. It's going to be Tanakawa to step up once again from 7 meters. And we have a tie ball game once again early in the second half. Very little space for New South Wales players to get a shot away. Harbert with the wing covered quite well. Not quite on this occasion. Aurora Albrechtsen off the bar. was almost half volleyed by that one. Did well to keep it away from her feet. Queensland hit the front. They've scored all 3 goals in the opening 4.5 minutes of this second half. A chance to go on a 4-goal run. After that wayward pass, New South Wales almost look like they're running out of ideas at times here. Off the post, Queensland will retain possession. Tanakawa. And saved by Shearman. And Real coming back, just snuck in there, that pass from Fowler. And it is now a 4-goal run to start this half. Scotty One's going to check in to the contest for Haight. And that pass, looking to find Schmidt on the line. And 7 metre. Queensland out and running. Kai Efterdal. If this shot goes in, we're going to be seeing a New South Wales timeout. Maybe even if it doesn't. Inside of the post and in. Long Holmer getting good position there. Right. Defense across quickly. All right, we are going to see a New South Wales timeout. The scoreline reading 15-12 in Queensland's favour. Hard to imagine almost at this point that the scoreline was 5-1 in favour of New South Wales after 10 minutes of play. They scored just 7 goals since. Meanwhile, over on the other court, pardon me as I lose the ability to drink water for a minute there. It is WA leading Victoria 19-14 after 7 minutes of the second half there. Finds Masanovic. As Harbert again with the save. definitely off the keeper's hand before going into her face, and she says as much to the referee. As it will be foul. And the shot is blocked. Schumann will reel it in. New South Wales will come the other way. And the lob shot goes this time. And ordinarily the lob, it is a polarizing topic to say the least, but with Harbert covering the near post so well, might be the go-to move. It's Gillespie, breaks straight through. Very little deterrence from the New South Wales defence. And the lob again. Oh, I might have spotted something and talked about it in the timeout maybe. I think for New South Wales, one thing they were able to do yesterday in their wins over Victoria and WA was really get out running on the break. Got a lot of goals that way. They're not going to be able to do that against this Queensland team. Gillespie, Tanakawa now out to the wing. Saved! The shot by Albrechtsen. Knocked away by Sherman. Long home off the bar. That shot goes catches the post. New South Wales have brought a couple of goals back, but just there. Not able to halve the deficit to 1. And that time, Albrechtsen not going to make any mistake there. Boglund out well, steps out to break things up there. Stanovic, just wide. As Riedel hits the bar and it down. It says down and in. You're going to say no goal. As Riedel gets the shot away, but it's saved. And now, so it's coming the other way, but as I just mentioned earlier, fast break opportunities are going to be few and far between, probably for both teams in this game. Back the other way we come. Defense by Lynn Soberg. There's a scrap for it, and will be Queensland ball. And the lead out to 4, 18-14. Alexandra Hay tries to take matters into her own hands. Hey, that's past one defender, but it's the second line there, and eventually Chloe Wand is going to earn a 7-meter for her team. Karina Schmidt, step up. Said Harbert. Oh, the ball movement, the interplay between the Queensland players, Tanakawa and Mills, and then fired home. And timeout is called before the shot. Of course, New South Wales calling their final. So, New South Wales burning their third and final timeout with still a quarter of this game remaining. Updated the score on the other court. Now 22-17. Western Australia leading that one over Victoria. Thanks, Luke. Yeah, right in the camera there. Going back and watching that. We're back to the action. And pass. The shot was really on. Wasn't really there to create a high percentage look, even if it had gone to hand. And pass is tipped away. That was eyed off straight away by Alex Haight. She buries it into the back corner. Hits the back stanchion of the goal. Can't do much better than that. Tanakawa back to the wing. Albrechtson, but this time it's saved. Right. Still dangerous once again for the New South Wales defence. Haight shot, that was a long way out. She had plenty of room to work with, but it was still plenty of time for Harbert to read it. Beautiful work on the wing. It's an absolute rocket of a right arm, Kaya Efterdal. Haight, again, another save. And Harbert does well to knock it over the end line. Haight now moved into left back and Lara Drago into the centre. Trying to find the wing, does so. And off the bar, it's bounced serendipitously. Seo Hong Wong, she floats it home yet again. A lot of angle to work with. 4-goal advantage for the visitors from Queensland. 20-16, 9 minutes remaining. That's wide, but a foul. Francarito took aim at Demi Sherman's goal. And over that, a 7-meter. Kamikaha lying through on the left there, and she'll step up to the line to take the penalty as well. And sneaks it home. Might have a touch on the way through, and now Queensland are out and running. Goal, 22-16. Queensland with the advantage. Looking to book a spot in the gold medal game. They are well on their way. Good finish, great find by Haight out there onto the right wing with Malis Dubé. Saved by Sherman, that's huge. Left it, oh, that rocket of a right arm. And this time Harbour wise to the lob. And up. Oh, that's pretty. That is really pretty. There's the quick no-look pass out to the wing. Didal makes no mistake. And straight at the keeper from Chloe Wan. Queensland have just about put this one to bed at this stage. Can't quite find the winger there. Ball security. Just lacking a little bit. Those long passes. That's a great pass showing New South Wales how it's done. The shot's wide from Cho Yu Leong. That time, Leong makes no mistake. Of course, the absence of Malian Haug has not helped New South Wales' chances today. Hopefully she'll be back tomorrow, but you can only play who's in front of you, and Queensland have done very well as Drager gets around to the wing and puts it home. Yes, you can only play who's in front of you, and Queensland have played who's in front of them today. They're going to come away with the win. We roll down into the final 2 minutes. Scoreline 25-18. And tough to stop those. And One wants to play fast, but you have to actually pass the ball. Drager trying to fashion some sort of opening. And there is, and it's, I think Tarver got a hand on that. Recently spotted run. Sao Hong Long getting in there. Fowler almost rips it away. Gillespie drives into the teeth of the defense. And I think the buzzer will have come before the shot, but it will make no difference to the final scoreline. So Queensland coming away with a 26-18 victory over New South Wales in the traditional rivalry matchup. They advance to 3-0. New South Wales to 2-1. New South Wales, as I mentioned earlier, just weren't able to fashion the fast break opportunities that had served them so well on day one, and Queensland stifling them after a pretty dreadful start. I think even the most ardent Queensland fan would say that. It was 5-1. But they came flying back to secure a victory. So men's qualifiers coming up at 10:30. We've got Queensland and Victoria right here. And then WA and the New Zealand Barbarians over on Court D. So please do tune in for one of those games. The commentary will be on the Court F game, which is Queensland and Victoria. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I've been Lockie France, and you have been amazing.